Okay, everybody, let me make sure. Okay, no. Hopefully Sarah jumps back on again. Um, I hope everybody's doing well this morning. There she is. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. So this morning we've got another 5-minute workout. I'm gonna try to cut my talking down a little bit. And today I know we've talked about imperfection. We've talked about giving into the chaos. Um, all these small goals that I want us to kind of focus on. We've been focusing on each day, right? And the idea being that each workout, rather than looking at these big, huge, heavy goals that we tend to put on our movement practice, thinking about small things each day, right? So today we're coming to the mat and we're going to think about the idea of play and the idea of spontaneity, okay? Because sometimes that's the only way that we can get some movement in. And the idea of moving our bodies without worrying too much about form, without worrying too much about exactly what we're doing. We're going to be getting into some more technical stuff as we move through the program. We're going to be thinking about how we move our body plenty. And there will be days where I will just say, let's just move our body. Let's not worry too much about how we're moving our body, because sometimes we just need that. We just need to move and we need to not think so hard about it. All right. So today we're going to do 5 minutes of movement. We're going to do 40 seconds for each minute. We'll do 40 seconds of a specific movement that's going to be kind of fun and maybe a little different than what you're used to. And so I just want you to go with it. And for the 20 seconds of rest, we're just going to shake our body out and kind of just like let it go. Just let everything go, shake everything out. Whatever feels good to you today, find a movement that feels good to you and go with it. And I really encourage you to kind of just be free in your body today. Okay. And I know that's hard. Sometimes. So take a moment to just recognize that if that feels a little hard for you. All right. So here we go. I'm going to start us and we're going to start with head, shoulders, knees, toes, knees, toes. And I want you to think about bending all of your parts that bend, your hips, your knees, your ankles, head, shoulders, knees, toes, knees, toes. Head, shoulders, knees, toes, knees, toes. If you need to, you can do head, shoulders, hips, knees, whatever feels good to you. But we are just moving our bodies here. We're not thinking too hard about it, giving ourselves a chance to just move. Because sometimes I think we are really hesitant to just get into movement and do it. Good. Now, 20 seconds of just shaking it out. Maybe that looks like this, just kind of going side to side. Milo knows how to shake it out, huh? Just kind of moving your body in the way that you need to. Maybe it looks like a little bit of a jog in place. I really encourage you, just shake all of that out. Good. Now we're going to do a move called hopscotch, just like it sounds, okay? So hopscotch is 1 foot, right? You do 1 foot, then 2 foot, then 1 foot, then 2 foot. If you need to, you can step for right now. And if with each step, I want you to squat down. So 1 foot and then 2 feet and a little squat in between each one, okay? 1 foot, 2 foot. Don't think too hard about it. I know we're going to revisit these. Milo likes to look at himself. You'll find. Good. Now shake it out. Don't worry too much if this is like, I don't know what we're doing. It's okay. Just give into it. Have a little fun with it. I know my kids always like it when I do these weird movements. They just start laughing at me. They think I'm hilarious or they think I'm weird, but that's all right. Now we're going to do a bunny hop punch or a bunny step. So a step looks like this where you're stepping and squatting, and then you're going to go punch, 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 punch. And then you're going to step, punch, 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 or you're going to hop, punch, 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 And we're going backwards. I don't think I told you that with hopscotch. We go forward and then we go backward. Punch, 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 punch in between. Don't worry about what you look like. I know that can be tough. This is really challenging, Matt. Milo's laughing at me right now. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Sometimes it just feels good to move, to not care what, how your body's moving. I think sometimes we police our bodies so much and stop them from moving in the way that we need. Good. All right. Now we're going to do a robot squat. This one's a little tricky. All right. So you're going to bring your arms straight out. You're standing straight up. And as you come down into a little squat, you're going to pull your arms down. Your elbows are out to the side, and then you're going to rotate them up like a robot. And then they come down and forward again as you come up. Good. So robot. All right, little play on words there. We're rowing our arms back as we come down into a squat and then rotating them up. Robot. Breathe. Don't worry too much about how you're doing it. Little robot squats, rotate, feel that rotation in your shoulder blades there. Think about how it feels in your back as you pull your arms back. Good. Now shake it out, shake it out. Good. Now I'm going to have you quickly get into that neutral posture. Make sure your feet are parallel, knees pointed forward. Your perineum is pointing down at the ground, behind your heels. You can bring your palms forward, ribs down. Stretch that sternum away from your ribs. Make some space in that chest. Open up those collarbones out to the side. Stretch the back of that neck up toward the ceiling and take a deep breath into your ribs and your back. One more good deep breath in. Good. And then one last good shake it out. And I know this didn't feel like very much. This was just 5 minutes of kind of doing some silly movements, but sometimes that's all we have time for. Sometimes that's what gets us moving the rest of the day. And sometimes it can kind of change the mood of a bad day, right? You have a bad, cranky day going on, which we did this morning. And sometimes that kind of helps to change it a little bit. All right? Sometimes not.